Welcome back to Conscious Reality, where we speak on those three things: love, relationship, and spirituality. The good stuff. And today I want to be very simple, but very short. I want to speak on something that we all have seen or heard of in the past year, 2023. 2023 has been the year of the narcissist and the toxic people. Everywhere we looked, social media, it was somebody ex-narcissist, somebody is married to a narcissist, somebody is engaged to one, somebody lives with one. And everybody is toxic. Toxic relationship, toxic friends, toxic partners. Everything on 2023 was about toxicity and narcissists. Well, 2024, it should be the year of accountability. And let me explain. It means no matter what you label someone, no matter what somebody use their energy for, whether it's to lie, it's to cheat, it's to pretend, it's to love bomb, I want to make sure that we still are accountable for our energy, for our frequency, because it is up to us. No matter who's a narcissist, no matter who is toxic, is irrelevant. You see, listen, the truth is this is our choice. This is our life. Okay, so now we point out who's a narcissist. Now what? We point out who's toxic. Now what? That's the problem. How do we solve it? The best thing to do sometimes is walk away. Stop responding. Realize that you can't fix them. Realize that it's not about you. But all for the past year, all we hear is excuses. And listen, I don't want to offend nobody, but all we have been hearing is excuses about why you broken and why you hurt, because you were a toxic person, you were a narcissist. I want us to take charge of our own energy, of our own life, and hold the accountability so that we won't give up our energy to any random people. Or no matter how deep we get in a situation or in a relationship, let us realize that we have a choice. Let us realize and know that we can walk away. But the reason why we can't walk away a lot of times is because we attach, because we don't love ourselves, because we don't realize that we have a choice, maybe because we don't realize that we are able, and maybe because we don't realize that our self-respect is not as strong as our feelings. These feelings override everything, and it makes you make stupid decisions. You know, many of us have opportunities to leave that narcissist, to leave that toxic person, yet we didn't leave. But for our hurt and our suffering, we keep blaming that narcissist. We keep blaming that toxic person. And the truth is, everybody isn't a narcissist. Some folks just don't want you. Some folks just don't like you. Some folks are just selfish. The truth is, every one of us has tendencies of a narcissist. Every one of us. And some people show theirs more than others. I want you to realize this. Accountability states that I am in charge of my response. I am in charge of my reactions. I am in charge of my emotions, my feelings, my thoughts, my actions. I am in charge. When we know this, that we are in charge of what we are and we own this life, it doesn't matter what they label them, narcissist or toxic. It doesn't matter. See, you give your power away by feeling all the time, reacting, being triggered. And when you give up that right to yourself, when you give up that responsibility to yourself, because your feeling is your responsibility, your reaction is your responsibility, your thoughts are, whatever you do is your responsibility. So when you give up that responsibility to someone else, of course you're going to be a puppet. But okay, you can blame the narcissist all this time. But what happens when you leave them? You're still triggered. You're still bitter. You're still angry. You're still miserable. Listen, 2024 should be year of accountability. Year of accountability. So no more can you blame anybody else for who you are, for what you become. Because the truth is, yes, maybe maybe the wound wasn't your fault. I get it. And I know trauma bond, we use all these terms, all these terminologies making money from the medical side, trauma bond and all these things, and attachment this and all these things, avoidance, and we have all these damn terms. But the truth is, when you don't know how to control your own behavior, when you are not standing firm in yourself and you're not controlling who you are, you're not owning who you are, and you give up your right to be, you're going to be controlled by anyone, not just a narcissist, by anybody. Anybody could make you angry. Anybody could make you bitter. Anybody could make you react because you are not taking ownership of this life. So 2024 should be the year of accountability, when you are accountable for what you do and who you do it with. You are accountable for what you allow. You are accountable for how you are responding to someone. You are accountable for the thoughts that you are thinking and the feelings that you are feeling. You can always change your thoughts and your feelings. It's your thoughts. It is your feelings. You can always change them. So listen, we're not going to blame. We give these people too much power. And when some of us have given up our power, and since we have given it up freely, we call them a narcissist. 2023, I have never heard all these terms like gaslighting, narcissist, all these other terms. And people making money from it too. It's a business. Everybody love bomb. They tell me they love me in the first couple months every day. So what? Anybody could tell you anything, but it's up to you. If you have love within yourself, you know the frequency of love. So you recognize what love looks like. You recognize what it feels like, and you recognize it within yourself, because that's where it lies. It's in yourself. So we can use all these excuses about who love bomb you, who gaslight you. The point is this: you have the right to walk away. You have the right to end it. You have the right to react. You have the right to feel. But yet we give that right up and then blame somebody else. And the thing is that we giving that right up. And when we give the right up to our own happiness, our own peace, our sanity, we call who we give it to a narcissist when they're not responsible for our lives. You see, the truth is, we giving our lives and putting our lives, all these responsibilities, in somebody's hands who is not responsible for their own life, for their own thoughts, for their reactions. We're giving up our own right to that or responsibility and then blame them because they don't know how to manage yours and manage theirs at the same time. They can't even manage theirs. It's like, why would you give all your savings to an institution that loses every single year? Seriously. No, you want to do your research. See, when you work hard for your money, you want to make sure you research the bank or whatever investment firm that you are using to manage your money. Some of y'all don't even do no damn investigation on the people that you are with. No deep questions. You don't see how they live. You don't see how they live their lives. You don't see the fruits of their labor. You don't really see their fruits. Listen, you should know them by their fruits. You're not paying attention. Everything sounds good and it feels good. And that's all that's driven. That's all that is your driving force. If it feels good and it sounds good and it looks good, that's all you care about. And that's why you keep getting hurt. That's why you keep getting hurt now and later and the next time. Because it's the same thing that gets you look good, feels good, and sound good. Nothing about compatibility. Nothing about quiet and peaceful. Nothing about humility. Nothing. It gotta look good, feel good, and all this chemistry gotta be all there. That's why they always get you. It's like they're setting the same trap for you, and then you're gonna blame them for being caught up in that trap. But the thing is, when you are caught up in that trap, understand you are a human being with decisions. You are a human being with choices. I don't know why we feel stuck. Let me tell you this. That feeling of being stuck is a feeling. You see, like when you feel something, it doesn't mean that it's real. It's a feeling. A feeling is based on a past experience. So just because you feel stuck doesn't mean that you are stuck. And I know it's easier said than done. I know, I get it. It's so hard. I get it. Everything is hard for everybody. It's so difficult though. Because when you're in it, you don't understand. When you're in it, I get it. It's rough. But the feeling is a feeling. I was stuck in that too before. But now I'm telling you, when I left, I understand. Now it's a feeling. It's just a feeling. You don't have to blame a narcissist, because I think we overuse the term anyways. We overuse it, we oversay it. We think everybody is one. According to, especially in the US, 1 out of 200 people is a narcissist. Maybe even less than that. Yet, everybody that you met is one? How? How do you meet that one person out of 200? So you meet 2 out of 400. If 3 of your exes was narcissists, you meet 3 out of 600. What the hell is going on? Everybody is not one. We all have traits of one, but we're not actually one. We all have traits of a narcissist. But I'm telling you, you are responsible for your reaction. You are responsible for who you bring in your life. Listen, listen. Sometimes you can't help who you attract, but you can help who you entertain. You can help who you bring into your life. You can choose who you welcome in your life, in your home, in your house, in your body, in your head. You can. This video is about taking back your power. And to take back your power, you must know first that you have it. You must recognize and you must understand that you have a choice. No matter how it feels, no matter how it looks, you have a choice. There's always choices. And I think people who are victims hate to hear the fact that they have a choice. But we have a choice. So 2023 was the year of the narcissist and toxicity. 2024, can we make it about accountability? Accountable for our own selves, feelings, thoughts, attitude, who we choose, what we do, what we allow, who we have. Can we do that? Accountable for your own heart, your love, your peace, your sanity, your healing. Can we be accountable for those things? Because those things is ours. We can't give up the right to those. We can't give up the responsibility in maintaining those. Because the moment when we do, it's gone. I know everybody's gonna say, well, it's childhood trauma. I don't care what it is. Why do we always gotta put a name to everything? Why we gotta, okay, it's childhood trauma. Okay, fine, that's the problem. Now what? But it's not easy. It doesn't matter if it's easy or not. Playing golf the first time wasn't easy. But with practice, we got it. Playing basketball wasn't easy. I was a soldier for 20 plus years in the military. That wasn't easy, but I did it. It was days when I cried, but I did it. I'm just telling you guys, we keep making excuses. Well, it's childhood trauma. We know how to say what they are, but we don't know how to leave it alone. We don't know how to overcome. It's childhood trauma. It's trauma bond. It's this. It's a narcissist. But yet we still stay in it. It's our time to leave those situations alone. I don't care what you call it, what they call it, what diagnosis is. I want you to be in control of you. Because that's how we win, is to take ourselves back, no matter what you feel. No matter what you feel. No matter what you feel, you can always control yourself. I remember when I went to combat in Iraq. After years later, when my mind got calm, I developed this anxiety disorder very badly. I had PTSD so bad. And I lost control. I thought I couldn't control nothing at all. What I do. If I'm around people, I went nuts. In the elevator, I went crazy. In a car, I couldn't ride in a car. I went completely, shut down completely. But one thing I've learned in that situation, no matter what you feel, you can always have control of what you do. You always have control in your actions. And when I learned that, I took that, and no matter how I felt when I was trapped or when I felt trapped, I always maintained my behavior. I always remember I have control over my body movement, what I do, when my hands go, when my head go, I have control. And I had to not give up that control because of a feeling. Because if you ever had anxiety disorder, if you ever had those situations or PTSD, you feel like you have no control. You don't have any control over nothing at all that's happening with you. But the truth is you do. No matter how you feel, you do. Accountability is 2024 word. Listen, I hope you don't mind me bringing these videos, because this is what I'm going to talk about. I hope you don't mind. I hope you take what you take from it. I hope you're not mad at me for saying it. I know some of y'all are sensitive. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Listen, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe now, because you don't want to miss these other videos that I'm going to bring. Again, 2024, accountability. Let's do it. Peace.